you ready? I'm ready.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Well, hello. Happy Saturday, and welcome to episode 15 of Keeping It Magical.
Always.
With Kevin. I'm Kevin. And that's
I'm
Melony.
Yes. In case you were curious.
And it is our 10th anniversary.
It is.
It's not 10 years. I know it seems like it, but it's 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And 3 months since we started this amazing adventure. Mm-hmm. And we've been dealing with a bug again. And so Kevin, it got hit. Oh my God, Kevin.
Ooh.
Kevin was such a baby.
But we also decided that the challenge was we could talk about it, but we weren't going to say
Yeah.
because we're not giving that any more power, any more
It was
attention.
just a bad cold
the
or a
momentum
flu.
is done. It's behind us.
Yeah,
we're moving forward.
So we talked about it, but we had a little trouble getting our medications and our prescriptions, so we finally got those. But actually, all three of us kind of broke our fever before we even got the medication, but then it started coming back, and so we, of course, we're doing the ivermectin again.
I don't even want to talk about it.
And well, talk about it because I want people to understand what we're taking. The ivermectin.
A whole bunch of stuff that I feel like a pharmacopoeia of guinea pigs.
And the V-Packs or whatever they're called.
No, this
again,
is antibiotic.
and then an antibiotic, different antibiotic this time. But I think now that we're all doing this together and fighting it all together.
And the corticosteroids, because we were having this cytokine storm reaction,
right.
And nonsense.
But I think now that we're all fighting it together, we're all going to get over it together, and this will be the end of it, hopefully. Because we talked about it. It seems like we never really kind of got over it. It seemed like one of us was always kind of not feeling too good.
Ever since right after we got married, and I was really sick for like a week. But I didn't get tested. Because I don't know. I just
thought it was just a cold or flu.
Something like that, yeah.
A little bug.
But then, ever since then, it's been like I feel fine. Oh my gosh, no.
And then it seemed like I was following her right along that little roller coaster she was on. So
it's just.
But we don't want to give it a lot of energy because we are feeling better. Me and the little one made smoothies tonight. Pineapple and strawberry smoothies.
Amy said he said, these are the best smoothies I've ever had. And she said, well, maybe the second best.
Maybe the second best. But hey, I'm only second to Grandpa, so...
Mm-hmm. And that's because
I'm
he put chocolate and peanut butter in his. Yeah.
But the other thing I did want to talk about because, when I'm treated unfairly, I'm going to speak out. And, I'm going to, after this, I'm going to let it go and I'm going to just say the heck with it because it ain't worth my energy. But, I was in a group and I'm not sure if any of you ended up joining that group or not, but it's called Creations and Beyond. And they asked members for opinions on how they could improve their page and participation. And I kind of had an inkling in it. What I was about to say, they didn't want it to be public on their page. So I PM'd the creator of the page, and I spoke my mind. I said, this is what I see going on, and this is how I think that you could help participation in a page. And she took it the wrong way, and I ended up, to make a long story short, I ended up getting blocked. My post got removed. Without me being forewarned or anything else. I wasn't given a chance to go back and get my work and take it out of the group or delete my work out of the group or anything like that. I was just bluntly removed with no warning or anything else. Pretty childish behavior, especially when I was being very respectful and doing my suggestions PM where I wasn't causing any turmoil inside the group or on the group page. But I thought my suggestions were very blunt and straightforward about how they were running their contests and how their admins were always in the top spots of their contests and how that really wasn't too good for their page.
Carrying on, or moving on.
I mean, just my
That's over,
personal
done.
opinion. I was just giving her my personal opinion, which is what they asked for, and she took it the wrong way. And
So now we're moving on to bigger, better things.
So we're moving on to bigger and better things, and that's
They act surprised when I removed myself from the group.
Yeah, and then
As if. I mean,
duh. Anyways, she does love me. I swear to God, she does. Right or wrong, she's gonna back me up, and the same.
and
with
that,
me.
but that you should, you should support
We should.
each
But
other.
but the thing is, we do. We agreed on before I ever even sent these messages. We had talked about what
kind of
we
was a joke,
saw
one of
going
it,
on
yeah.
in that group, and we were pretty much in agreement. Of what we saw, but. We did move on to bigger and better things. We started keeping them magical, and we have 412 followers, I believe, right now, or likes, and it's just been an amazing month of keeping it magical. Unbelievable we got that many followers, but it's true, and we appreciate y'all enjoying our page. Melony's posted some just amazing stuff, and her posts are getting liked. And I posted something today in one of the groups that I post in, and I just almost sat there in tears because, to see 10 hours later, 400 responses and all the comments and everything about our relationship and our love story. Is just
the number of people that comment about thank you for sharing, you've given me hope.
Yeah,
like,
giving us hope and inspiring
getting,
us and never giving up and I just
that's what it's all about.
That's why we're doing it, and that's exactly why I was trying to impose those kind of ideas on in that group. But anyway, it is what it is, and we share in a lot of different places. We share in a lot of different groups, and it is humbling to see that our writings are enjoyed that much.
Right.
Because it truly is why our passion to get that kind of hope and inspiration and love out there, and it's truly with no agenda except to brighten up people's days.
Right. To just give people hope and let them know that never give up.
And we do. We spend a lot of time doing it. We've spent a lot of time on these videos, preparing. Look at my wife. I mean, she got all dolled up. And guess who did the dishes while she was doing that? I'm passing the husband test.
He's a keeper.
And so anyway, we did that, and she just got all made up, and
It's the first time I've got dressed in over a week.
She took some time and dyed her hair, and I was like, just take your time.
It was glistening.
And her blonde was showing out. I was like, I didn't marry no blonde.
You weren't supposed to tell him this is artificial intelligence.
Anyway.
I was just covering my grays that you've given me the last 10 weeks.
Yeah, the gray, yeah. Well, I don't think it was me causing the gray. I think it's that little one, but she's taking a break. But we went down and had a beautiful picnic lunch and fed, I'm not sure even how many birds, but they ate a whole loaf of bread in seconds. And so the little one got to get out and get some fresh air. We got to get out and get some fresh air, which I think did us some good. Got out of the friendly confines of our humble abode. Yes. But Melony is trying. That's the other thing we had to deal with. She was trying to start her new job, and then this happened, and
I worked 1 week.
But they are very understanding because they had a kind of an outbreak of.
Well, I mean, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like. But anyway, there's a lot of people not feeling good, and I think it is something going around, but it's not something that you gotta freak out over or think that you're gonna die over or anything. I've had worse. I've had worse colds.
Well, it depends on which day you ask. I'm just kidding.
Well, maybe not.
You want to share?
I was kind of a baby.
I'm
sorry. I was looking for some sympathy, and she, God love you, you did give me a lot of sympathy. She came. Although one time I was in here, and she goes, "What did you say?"
Oh, this was the day when I don't know, I was laying down. I think I was the one that was like feeling, because it's such a roller coaster, so it's like you might be feeling halfway decent right now, and I might be feeling like, oh God. So it was like one of my oh man moments, and I was like laying down, and I heard you in here, and I heard you coughing, and you know, I was like, man, I wonder if I should go check on him, because he hasn't stopped yet. And I'm like, well, I still hear his chairs squeaking, and I haven't heard a thud. I think he's all right.
I was still
Yeah,
breathing.
I
She,
just felt so
but
miserable.
God
I
love
was
her.
like,
She had
well, I
taken
didn't
care of me
hear
earlier that
thud,
night.
so he's good.
But then the next day, she's in the shower, and I hear this crash, and I'm laying in the bed, and
I dropped something.
normally I would pop right out. I would run in there. Are you okay? Are you okay? But I'll be honest. I laid there and hoping I'd hear her make some more noise. And when she did, I was like, I ain't got to get it
Meanwhile,
out of
he
bed.
doesn't even know that I had just, like, earlier that day gone, oh, I didn't hear a thud. He's fine. So he starts telling me about, yeah, earlier in the shower, I was like, man.
But we truly
I
do
hope
love
she's
each other,
okay.
and in any other conditions, we would have been checking on each other like that.
Yeah, I'm like, no thud. He's good.
You know, it is. But we did listen. I mean, it wasn't like we didn't care. It was just
We
that
were waiting to hear, like,
it was.
if there was any further cause for concern. They were like,
The hope is what kept us going. The hope that neither one of us had been seriously hurt. So everything turned out all right, and we are getting over the virus. It is kind of a roller coaster ride, and you know it.
Oh, and brain fog is the struggle is real.
The brain fog is real.
The brain fog struggle is so real.
But I mean, it was a tough couple days, especially for me. I think I got hit the hardest, but luckily we did finally get our meds, and we are on those. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, there's lots of things. Like, Okay, so I did want to address the YouTube comments, but only for one reason.
Okay,
and
I
that's
agree.
not to highlight any sort of
Negativity
or put any emphasis on the negativity, but it's
Right.
just not only do I want to say that anytime that anyone disrespects you, they're disrespecting me.
Exactly.
And likewise, and so that's just how that goes. So I'm not going to respond to 90% of negativity.
Right.
But there's certain types of negative comments that I'm not going to ignore, that I'm going to address and deal with, because they're just unnecessary. I mean, they're all unnecessary,
not just unnecessary, but hateful.
Right. Well, some just cross a line, and this one just really crossed that line for me.
Right.
I mean, of course, the first reason was because I felt like it was very disrespectful to you and to me. But the big thing is, if anybody knows anything about what I've done for spent my entire adult life doing.
You don't want to mess with an advocate.
I have worked with individuals with you name it, any type of medical condition. Like, I've been an advocate for anyone with any type of disability or medical problem or whatever.
In other words, a voice for the voiceless.
Right. Absolutely. And it really, really bothered me that there was an assumption made and an unnecessary judgmental comment posted in a public place.
Right.
That
on a YouTube channel that we were trying to promote, by the way.
And without taking into consideration that there are numerous other things that could be going on with a person that they know nothing about, that could be causing the same things.
Causing me to call Valentine's Day Thanksgiving, although I was thankful that it was Valentine's Day.
But if you don't know a person's story, you don't know what they've been through, you don't know what they've gone through.
I might have slurred some speech, but I have been kind of tired, you know. I think it was a day that I had worked, and I did come home from, so
Just
there's a lot of factors
stop
involved.
and think before you make assumptions and before you judge, because there's numerous reasons that people
But
can have those
top
same
it all
things.
off, I did have a heart attack back in July, and I was dead for 15 minutes, and that does, take a while to recover
Right.
from.
And
If
like-
I ever fully recover.
And like my stepmom commented about my dad. My
Right.
dad had a stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a daily just
Right. You
trying
just
to
never know
deal with
sometimes.
it. Go.
And-
Some days are better than others, and you don't know.
And I'm okay with that.
So
and
don't
she's
make
okay
an
with
assumption.
that.
Right. Yeah.
But I can guarantee you one thing, and I said it on my comment on that YouTube. I can guarantee you, I married a very intelligent woman, and I can guarantee you, she would not allowed me to be in her daughter's life had I been a drug user or an alcohol
Absolutely
abuser.
not.
Absolutely not. She's more intelligent than that, and she has been through her trials and errors, and she knows what's good for her daughter and what is not good for her daughter, and that is her number one priority. I'm her maybe number 3 or 4. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, she makes me a
They're
priority.
parallel priorities, right?
But there's
They're
definite
just different.
levels.
Yeah.
But I have made these two my priority because I do. I love them with all my heart. If you see me and camp together,
Adorable.
It is just-
absolutely adorable.
I just eat it up. She and I are just bonding like crazy, and I can't be happier. I love you and I love her, and I love our home. Although we are striving to get a little bit roomier place
Oh, you
in,
mean
in the future.
a
But
farm on the beach with guard donkeys?
that's that's the whole plan. Is we are building a future together, and we don't plan on stopping, and nobody is gonna stop that. Not any group that we are posting in.
Yeah.
Not any
There is
negative
nothing anybody
comments on
can say
YouTube.
to us that is in
And-
any way going to bother us and get in between us. There's nothing that's going to cause trouble between us. There's nothing that's so I don't know. Just for the record.
No, because when they try, we end up even trying harder to make things even better.
We usually laugh at it like,
So the more you
"Oh."
try to tear us apart, the more we're going to try to make it even better.
It's usually kind of funny, like, oh man,
Drink it.
woo. Did you hear what she said? How dare you? And then
Yeah.
we're just joking.
We
though.
back each other
Yeah.
up. It's a true meaning of being there for each other and backing each other up. I've never been in a relationship like this, and I can't imagine ever wanting anything better than this. It's just been amazing. It truly has.
It has.
And, we do. We pray that our story gives everybody out there hope, everybody out there something to cling to, if nothing else, just the joy you get of seeing us together.
And no, I mean, we've been through a lot, and we waited a long time. I was like, I remember thinking, I'm pretty sure I've met like every man I'm gonna meet. And
I was like, man,
I'm
I wrote
done.
about you for
I'm
3
over
years,
it.
and it took you that long to
he's
finally
gonna
say
have to
hi.
he's gonna
Here
have
I
to
am.
figure out because I'm not going out. I'm not
Like,
gonna.
you could have read my stuff like 3 years ago, and we could have done this.
I mean, I was literally like a hermit, recluse.
But I'm
Like
not
I just
sure-
stayed in my house. I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you weren't ready
So
for
there
me
was
3
no
years
way.
ago.
No, when I met you, I wasn't even going
I
out trying
wasn't
to
ready
meet
for
people.
her 3 years ago. But in the perfect timing, on November 14th,
I was
For
like,
some
he's just
reason-
gonna have to pop up out of nowhere because I'm not going out in public and looking for
some
somebody.
reason I did. I popped up out of nowhere, and so did she, and boom, next thing you know, bam, there it was.
Yeah.
That was one of her first things, bam, wasn't it? It was like,
Yeah.
bam, what happened?
I was sitting here minding my own business and bam.
Bam, I was just minding my own business. But anyway, we thought we'd come on and happy 10th week anniversary,
Yeah.
or 10th lifetime anniversary, or whatever it's been.
Yeah. 10, whatever.
But it
I don't
does
know.
feel like home with you,
Absolutely.
and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. And we hope you enjoy our story.
Glad to hear you guys. are
And
doing
again, I
better.
posted on the top here. Anything on our wall is shareable. Anything on my wall is shareable. Anything on her wall is shareable. Please do. The more people that we can. I've had friends on my page and in our group make friends. Wanda and Mary Trent are friends. They're both from Texas. I've had people in my groups to make friends. And that's what it's about. Coming together and inspiring people, having
Right.
our work appreciated, and knowing that what we're putting out there is somehow brightening up somebody else's day.
And being non-judgmental and
Right.
just living your life from a place of love.
Absolutely.
I mean that's really what it's all
When
about.
you open up the love will pour back in. I can guarantee it. It happened to me. I always kind of doubted it would, but once I did it, look at what happened. Look at what happened.
Bing! That's my Facebook. That's my imitation Facebook Messenger sound.
And as long as she doesn't hear a thud, she's all right.
Yeah, or try to drain noodles in a strainer sitting on the counter and instead of the sink. Yeah.
I just got to get off my ass and do the dishes a little bit more often. But
Beep. Is there a time like can we go back and beat that? I'm just kidding.
yeah, you can replay it anytime you
I'm
need
just
to.
playing.
You know I don't mind.
He totally missed the point. He doesn't even
think
know
I
what I was
did.
talking about.
I don't always hear
You
that good.
said a bad word, so
But I
I said
did-
you needed to edit it.
I did trim my hair before I was about to come on, and this is so funny because I was about to come on. I was like, "Oh my lord, look at my hair!" And I had to
Oh
trim
my
it back. I might go back to the bald look. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a poll. We love you guys. Mwah. Happy anniversary to us, and good night from Winter Haven,
Yeah.
Florida.
Bye.